The first thunderclap was so violent, it felt like the very fabric of the sky had torn open. Right then, Daniel pulled his car over onto the shoulder of a completely deserted highway. His windshield wipers were losing a frantic battle against the torrential downpour. And to make matters worse, his phone had just died, the GPS freezing on a meaningless stretch of road. He was stranded, completely and utterly lost in the storm. Peering through the sheets of rain, a faint, flickering neon sign caught his eye. Hollow Creek Diner. It was a beacon in the darkness, a promise of shelter. Pulling into the gravel lot, he sprinted from his car to the diner's entrance, the cold rain soaking through his jacket in seconds. Inside, the air was thick and heavy, with the smell of old, burnt coffee. The place was unnervingly empty. The lights buzzed and flickered overhead, casting long, dancing shadows across the checkered floor. A single jukebox stood silent in the corner. "Hello?" Daniel called out, his voice sounding small and weak in the cavernous room. "Anyone here?" Only the hum of the refrigerator and the drumming of rain against the roof answered him. He walked further in, towards the long Formica counter. Another brilliant flash of lightning lit up the entire diner, and in that split second, he saw her. A woman, her back to him, staring out the window into the raging storm. Her clothes were drenched, water pooling at her feet. Before Daniel could even process what he was seeing, the world plunged back into darkness. When the afterimage faded from his eyes, she was gone. He blinked, his heart hammering against his ribs. Was he seeing things? He scanned the empty diner again. Nothing. Then his eyes fell on the counter. A steaming mug sat there, wisps of vapor rising from its surface. Beside it was a small, soaked purse. Hesitantly, he reached for it. He opened the clasp and found a driver's license inside. The name read Megan Holt. The name slammed into him like a physical blow. Megan Holt. He'd seen her face plastered all over the news, on missing person alerts that had been running for weeks. She had vanished without a trace. His blood ran cold. How could she be here? How could she have just disappeared? Another crash of thunder, louder this time, shook the building to its foundations. Daniel flinched, his gaze darting to the large window at the front of the diner. In the reflection on the dark glass, he didn't just see himself. He saw two figures standing directly behind him. He didn't dare turn around. Raw panic seized him. He bolted, shoving the door open and sprinting back to his car, fumbling for his keys. He jammed the key into the ignition, turning it with a trembling hand. The engine sputtered, coughed, and died. He tried again, and again. Nothing. The car was dead. A sudden soft knock on the driver's side window made him jump so hard he hit his head on the roof. He whipped his head around, his breath catching in his throat. It was her, Megan Holt. She was standing right there, just outside his car, a serene smile on her face as rain streamed down her cheeks. She leaned in close to the glass, her voice a soft, chilling whisper that carried effortlessly over the storm. "Thanks for stopping." The world exploded in another deafening roar of thunder. For a moment, everything was noise and light. And when it passed and the silence rushed back in, the road was empty. His car was alone, the woman was gone. He looked back at the diner. Its neon sign continued to flicker erratically in the darkness. Then, in the distance, he saw another pair of headlights cutting through the rain, slowing down, its blinker signaling a turn into the Hollow Creek Diner. If you enjoyed this story, I've got a whole library of chilling tales just like it waiting for you. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.